Nice. We are live.
Live, right. Oh, hello. Cracking cans open. Has it been that sort of day? Oh, Red Bull. Okay, fair enough.
Don't drink Red Bull.
Okay.
People, don't. It's not good for you. I don't drink it as much, but today is different. I gotta.
It's Friday 13th. That's what it is. Do you know
I gotta keep up with like the energy I needed. So I use it very strategically. Strategic? Is this like
strategically? Yeah.
I know it gives me like tons of sugar and what's it called? Caffeine.
Yeah, it's caffeine.
And I'm just like, I'll do it when I really need it.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't had lunch today. I just feel like I haven't stopped. It's been a tax day. That's how boring today has been. It's just been all about taxes. So with that, I'm minorly unprepared for the show, but YOLO, baby.
It's fine.
Wing it.
Fine. Let me actually share the few links because we don't have people with us yet.
Okay. Fine.
So I'm going to.
What links?
Like links to the.
Okay. Yeah. I've just updated the thumbnail for YouTube. Maybe that's why. I kind of want to jump it too. I'm quite cold. Oh yeah, I bought this chair like a little while ago. Probably 9 months ago, something like that. And I think I mentioned about it. It's got like a back thing. It can massage me and it can go right back. Anyway.
Yeah.
Point is, I got a bunch of goodies. It was like Christmas yesterday. I got a water bottle.
A water
bottle. I got a light. I got where is it? I've got a little blanket because it lies down flat, see. So I've got like a nice little blanket.
Cozy.
I've got a tote bag. I've got an eye mask. Like they want you sleeping in this desk chair. It's all about comfort. So I'm been enjoying. It was like Christmas yesterday when I got that box and it just had loads of stuff in it. And saying that as well, hang on.
We have somebody with us from YouTube. Hello to you. We are starting a bit earlier than normal days, actually. So I don't know who's there. Oh, we have two. Hello,
speaking
everybody.
About gifts.
Yes.
We need to do this. We need to get this. So the plan is, if you're watching, this way around. Sorry. The plan is that I'm going to write a little note or something in this book, and we're going to just try and keep it going as much as we can. Once you've read it, send it on to someone. Because I think what happened is they put the price down as like $50, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't think they realized how expensive it would be to ship to Europe. So they canceled all Europe postage and they just distributed it within North America. But they obviously fulfilled the orders that had been made. So this is one of very few books.
So
in Europe.
How long do you think you need to read it?
I reckon about 4 to 6 hours. It's not crazy.
So let's do something. Let's establish some rules. So
it's quite big.
Yeah. Go on. Okay. So so let's establish some rules. We would say we will set a maximum amount of the time somebody can have it.
Why is that? Why?
Because we want to give it to other people. So I don't keep it for a year and not give it to somebody.
Fine. Yeah, but at the end of the day, they're in total control of. They could be
Of course,
like,
but
no,
like,
I'm not done with it yet.
no, I trust the community. Okay.
Okay,
So
community.
And if you don't do it, the
And we'll eat
Webflow
you.
police will come for you.
Yeah,
The
we'll eat
Webflow
you.
police.
Yeah, I'll come with you with my water bottle.
Yeah, exactly. So, what about a month? Like, you can keep it for a month.
Yeah, go on then. A month. I'll allow it.
Write it down. So this is like the rule. Handwritten. It cannot be changed. It's the Constitution.
Yeah. All right. I'll write it in there.
Yeah. We will write it, and I will get in touch with Mason, and we'll tell him about this. And every person who gets it posts a story or like whatever, like
shall I say
Twitter post.
Like and subscribe, Command AI. Yeah, it's a nice big page.
Yeah, sponsored by Command AI.
Please draw all over this book. See, they're inviting you to do it. So
yeah.
So like and subscribe, Command AI show at Command AI. Like, and I haven't written anything in a while, guys. Like, and
I can. I know this every time I need to help my son with his homework. I'm like, what is this? This is a pencil. Look, just a testament to the fact that I haven't been writing a lot. You see this? It's a Webflow pen.
Oh.
It's a really nice, super nice Webflow pen.
Unsharpened.
Yes, it's unsharp, and it will stay this way. I don't have a Webflow tattoo, but it has a really, really cool detail. I almost forgot about this. Let my camera focus. Do you see the writing on it?
Hang on, let me enlarge this. It's all in pixels. It's got like
it's
1280.
It's the breakpoints. It's the
nice.
Webflow breakpoints. It's really cool. It's a really nice idea. So the 1280, that's the desktop, and then all the way to 320. They should have included the smallest one as well, but yeah, it's a really, really nice pen. Well, I can't talk to the quality of writing because I haven't used it, but yeah. So I'm not sure if our Twitter is working because we don't have anyone from Twitter joining us.
You jinxed it earlier.
Yeah, that might be. No, actually, it's working. Let me actually join and see. But it's strange because we have most amount of viewers from Twitter. Okay, I think it is partially working. All right, let's get it rolling.
All right, cool. Well, I've just written in it. I've said like and subscribe at Command IO Show. I'm Sam, the original owner of this book. Keep it for max 1 month. Read, send it to someone in the European community. The European community. Well,
nice.
Yeah, we'll keep it in Europe because
because
if it makes it to Asia, you never know. If it makes it to Asia, but it'd be nice to keep it away from North America. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just anywhere but North America.
You just need to send me your address
because they have it. Yeah, I will send you my address, and the next person. How do we like? How am I just going
Twitter,
to decide?
Just Twitter.
I mean,
there's already
people. Yeah, already people asked.
But at the end of the day, we can't just. You know what I mean? Like, I think post it on Twitter, first come, first serve. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the only fair way to do it. So like and subscribe.
Cool. Yeah. Exactly. Cool. So, as you said, you're super prepared for this.
Actually, I'm not. So I wanted to stay out of Notion. I wanted just to use Notion MCP to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do is use Notion MCP if I find something to be able to send it to the streams, our little Notion board. Thing is, I can't do that because it's your Notion board. So
I'll give you the API.
It's a bit more complicated than that. But saying that, I've just had to add a new one in because I've been keeping my own. I've been keeping my own list. So
okay.
just add it in. ChatGPT 3 Codex Spark. That's what I've added in. So that's what we're going to talk about.
We have also the DeepMind thing that I saw on Twitter, but we don't have it. I know, it's like every day there is another model that is like slightly better than the other one, but yeah. So I'm gonna prepare a few things. For the intro, I need one thing, the Claude one. I don't know what is this Claude Fast.
Well, we'll try it out. We'll try it out because
is it out?
Yeah. And we got some free credits. We got free credits, so I'll just use some free credits that I got.
Claude Fast is out with some free.
Saying that,
credits.
do I need to update? I'm going to try and update.
Cool. Now I have the list of the things for the intro. I feel like we should make a video of these intros, maybe with a minute of each one of these things and just put it out there as well. I don't know. Could we do this?
What, maybe? What do you mean?
Similar to, what's it called? Friday checkout show. So the intro, I think it's pretty solid. So we say these things are out, and then we go into the video. It's just in one video that contains the intro and maybe a little bit of the other clips, but it requires a lot of editing. That's the issue.
Yeah. Okay. Just testing to see if fast. How strange. I thought we had fast model. Do I need to go Opus plan? Do I need to be in Opus?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, hang on.
So for people who are watching, we are recording live, but these are for, that's what happens to you when you drink Red Bull, I guess. We're recording live, and this is going to go on our YouTube channel, Cmd+AI, where you're probably watching it from. And yeah, we're doing all the recording live and part of the preparation as well.
Yeah. Right, I'm good. I was just playing around.
No, all good.
We'll learn.
Okay.
We'll learn more.
I don't have everything prepared either, but we'll go through it with the audience and we'll have fun with it. So,
is this in the order that we're going to do it in on Notion?
Not necessarily. I don't know.
Well, it has to be. We're not going to wing it, are we? But anyway, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So I'll go with the. So this week we have Seedance 2.0 destroying every other video model. I don't know if you have seen it or not, but it's damn impressive. Claude Fast is out with some new credits. Framer CMS API is out in beta, I guess. We'll read about it. And Webflow has announced their official Claude connector, which we will be using together, and I'll show you what it can do. All of this and more in today's episode. This is Cmd+AI. I'm Kabarza.
And I'm Sam, and this is a week in AI web Design and web. Design and dev.
Yeah. Yes, all of it. All of it.
All
AI
of that.
design web. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So I had something prepared. Well, what is prepared? But I have something to show before we go into the things that I mentioned. I just want to, I don't know how quick it will be, but I'll just show it to you. I want everybody to see this and tell me how you feel about this. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I saw something to do with that.
Yeah. Do you like Ferraris?
Not really, to be honest. I can take them or leave them.
So this is a new design for an electric Ferrari that is not out yet, but the design is, this is like what they have announced, and it's been done by Jony Ive, the legendary designer of iPhone, who was working at Apple, and then he left and he has his own agency now. He's a part of OpenAI. I don't know. But anyway, they did this design for Ferrari that has taken years, apparently. They have worked on this for years. And people, like from the comments, most of the things that I've seen have been very negative about it. They've been like, this doesn't feel like Ferrari. And I kind of agree. I don't know how you feel about it, but there are many good things about it. I've watched a few videos on it. There are so many damn details. Those are nice, but it kind of doesn't feel like Ferrari. The first time I saw it, I thought, this if you remove this logo, the rest of it doesn't tell me it's Ferrari. But one of the nice details they have is they have a lot of like controls, like knobs and buttons and things that you can turn and switches, and they are tactile, like you see it in the videos. They are made of aluminum, and you know the way Jony Ive says it, I don't know. You should say it like with your accent.
Aluminium.
Yeah.
Or aluminum.
I don't know. He says it in a
aluminum.
he makes it very sexy, and it's like many of these things are carved from a single block of aluminum and and very tactile. And these are the nice things. Something that is like so nice is like this one. You see how it has this handle? The idea is that with this handle, you can not just move the screen around so the passenger can see it, but also you put your hand on it and you have a resting point when you do something, which makes a lot of sense, because when you want to touch a touch screen while you are in a car, like, you know, when it's bumpy, it's like, this just makes sense. Or like here, this clock, it's supposed to be 2 screens with analog handles. I don't know how that works. I watched the video and I don't know. It's supposed to give it more depth, but the thing behind it is a screen, but the handles are real, something like that. That's what I understand. Anyway, it is very like detailed, and there are nice things about it, but what is missing is what people are saying. This doesn't feel like Ferrari. Maybe it's too soft. Maybe it's not like too round. Maybe. And it kind of has an Apple vibe to it. I mean, all of this, I look at this and I'm like, these are like all AirPod cases. The corner radius, everything looks like AirPod cases. So yeah, it has this launch control thing, which is really cool. I think you spin it and it's really nice. So it is nice design, but it doesn't feel like Ferrari. And what we saw here, this image, I don't think this is real. I think this is AI generated or something. But if this is real, this would be a really bad, because this looks like a Lamborghini to me, not like a Ferrari, and it's too sharp. Anyway, so a bit of design news. It's not necessarily web design, but yeah, people were not really happy with it. Yeah,
I was watching. I was watching. So there was a guy called Macadress, a ginger guy. You don't know him at all? He's a content creator on YouTube.
I think I know him.
Linus Tech Tips or Linus Media bought that, and he's now started up his own channel, which he talks about liquid glass, and about the design and things like this. And he does go into iOS 7, which is when Jony Ive took over the design of iOS, and they went from skeuomorphism to this kind of flat design. And this got released this morning, so it's quite funny that you mentioned this. And it talks a lot about Jony Ive, and he's not a minimalist, but he's an essentialist. And he talks about how you don't just remove things for the sake of like removing them. You actually find purpose in as few things as essential. And I totally get that. Like I am in the middle of selling all my things right now because I want things to be like essential. And that's why I think a lot of Jony Ive's stuff has that look about it as well. It's not just the border rate, it's not just the curve of the thing. It's actually more so that things are minimal or essential to it. I mean, to me, I haven't had the privilege of sitting inside a Ferrari, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to comment on whether this is Ferrari or not. It looks quite cool, and this is an electric car as well.
Yeah.
It maintains a lot of the things. Certainly Tesla evaporated with their electric cars. They literally just have a screen and that's it, and people do like, as you mentioned, like when you drive and you do like the feel of things under your, so it seems to have kept a lot of the tactileness that people love whilst staying a bit futuristic. But
you're 100% on point. They mention it in this video as well. 100%. They say,
I'll take that.
Like because of like the modern cars have removed everything. You want to add this feel of control by having these like physical, but like this thing is the car key. And like even my car, like it's from 2015, 16, doesn't have a like normal car key. It has one, but I just go to my car and get inside and I don't touch the key at all. But like, look at this. You put the key there and you press it down, and even the key has like active e-ink. You saw that? How the yellow turns, cool. Yellow turns off and the Italian flag turns on, and that's how you start the car. There is no engine, I want to say. You don't start the engine, you just start the car, and then the yellow moves to the gear shifter. So that it's just like this level of details. Not just that, also if you look at the animation, I mean, I'm a sucker for animations. My God, the animations are so freaking good. Like what makes it good? The easings. The easings are just incredible. Let me just maybe find something.
Love an easing. I love a linear ease. No, a linear. Doesn't make sense, does it? Bilateral.
Yeah. So the power to in and out. I don't know if they show it somewhere here. Yeah. Maybe if I can find it quickly.
Because that looks like a race car wheel. The aluminium. Like, I don't know. I don't mind it.
Look at these animations. You see, like the details that they have. It's just insanely good. And here they show. This is what you mentioned, like with being essential. It is kind of in a way, but also they have added so much like details. It's not, and the detail is not to make it busy. It is still kind of like minimal in its way, but it gives it this like feeling of premium, and they've done a great job at that. So overall, I don't know. I don't have the money to.
I was going to say,
but
overall, we're never going to see this anyway.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that. Subscribe. So
like and subscribe. Yeah. Wherever you
if
are right
enough
now,
of
just
you,
hit the like button.
yeah, if enough of you like and subscribe, we will be able to review this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how it
Yeah.
works.
I
Cool.
would love to do car stuff. I love road
Yeah.
trips. Some of my greatest memories are just road tripping, and I like cars, and I don't know. It feels like it's a natural progression from tech content creator to do cars. But yeah, I would love
Well,
to do
the
cars.
best would be to have, your laptop, a Starlink, and then your car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that was like the
Very good. Let's
the
crack on with
pre-thing.
it.
Yeah.
I like
Cool.
it. I like it. We're already onto a winner.
Cool. Let me prepare my screen for the.
We're going to try and do, for those of, if you've tuned in before, we're going to maybe try, if we remember, try and do the intros at the end so that we've covered what we want to talk about. Our mouths are all, moving
Should
and
we do
shaking.
one for Ferrari?
What?
I don't know if we can make it. If we should make it.
Go on then, go for it. Just go for it. Yeah. And maybe I'll do an intro too as well. And
yeah,
we'll pick the next one. Go on then.
I didn't think about it. Just give me a second. So there is this really cool design for the new Ferrari. No, I don't like. I think I liked my intro. The original one was better because I had something to. Yeah.
Here was my thought, as I reckon by not worrying about an intro, we actually do better. We'll introduce it more. But I was going to say something along the lines of Jony Ive as.
Say it. Yeah.
Well, I haven't thought about it now. Maybe we can't do the intros afterwards. Maybe there's too much pressure. Maybe we do need to actually write them down, which you've not done for any of these this week. But.
Well, for Seedance, I think it's quite simple. So I'm gonna prepare my screen. And have you seen anything from Seedance? Is that how you pronounce it?
I mean, as I'm reading it right now, Seedance, yeah.
Okay, so that was a quite interesting bit. Can you repeat I'll ask the question again and you just repeat what you said.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything from Seedance this week?
I don't know. As I'm reading it right now, Seedance, yeah, Seedance.
No, have you seen anything from Seedance, the videos from them?
I don't think so.
Or you don't know. That's the point.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's the point. Not. So this is the new. So there is this new video model out called Seedance, and it's holy shit. It's incredibly good. This was let's pause. This was not something simple. Video models have struggled with gymnastic.
Yeah.
A lot. It's the next spaghetti test. It's much more difficult. And this one gets it right. And what? You see the camera movement, it gets it right. And I feel like there is the motion, there is this changing the speed, the frame rate speed somehow. It's kind of dynamic, and it makes it slow-mo at some points, and it's just
looks
and then you would accept this no more uprising against Coca-Cola using AI, because we won't notice that's it's getting that good. So I just want to show a few examples quickly. There is this legendary fight here. It's really good. And all of these, even though they have cuts, they are all mostly one prompt. It can do obviously different styles. So there is this cartoonish style happening here. There is also voice. It's not just video, sound as well. And yeah, it is the Hollywood style and the cinema, basically the cinema quality is just insane. But you can still tell in some places it doesn't completely make sense. Sometimes the enemy is on the other end, and it's like the camera. It just doesn't completely have like this understanding of the physical world perfectly. So you could tell by those things, and obviously we have the Will Smith, and this time is fighting because you've been eating enough of it. But yeah, so
how do we use this? How do we?
So it's
is it Comfy UI? Do you use something like Comfy UI?
No, from what I searched, it wasn't available. It's not available in my Higgsfield. So from what I understand, it's invite only or like beta for just some people have access. Unfortunately, I don't. But just give, like, if you search it, just give it a little search. It's insane. Like even here, people are comparing it to Kling 3. And yeah, because Kling 3 is also out, but Seedance is just, it's on another level.
Yeah, it'd be cool to experiment. I've never really experimented with video models, to be honest.
Yeah, I have, but I have only done Grok, Imagine, and the Kling 2.5. And I've done it for client work, not for cinematic things. And I think it might be what is the word for it? Yeah, no, not contradictory, counterintuitive. What is the word for it?
Counterintuitive.
Yeah, it might be counterintuitive, but it is much easier to use it for like cinematic stuff than for client, because for client, typically you would need like UI stuff or like very, very specific things, but cinematic things are kind of like more chaotic and fine to be not that perfect. So yeah. Anyway, they look like, look how cinematic it is. But did you see it kind of doesn't make sense? Look, it kind of doesn't make sense. Like they go into each other and then whatever. So indie filmmaking is going to explode, and we cannot tell anymore. Like we truly cannot tell. Like many of these scenes, I could not tell if they are AI or like a Hollywood studio, and Hollywood is the one in trouble, because now anyone with a good story can, come and make a short movie or even like a full-on movie. Now what matters is the story and probably the branding around it, and why would you make people care. I've been seeing so every week it's like you see memes on the internet where people are like, so that's why like a piece of RAM cost 900 euros, because they use it for like AI slop. But this week I've been seeing more and more of like cat jokes, like cat videos, like fighting different things, and people are like, okay, now I'm fine with RAM being this expensive because of like the cat videos are getting good. So I don't know. This is where we are at.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I want to play with that. Cool. Yeah. Well, should we move on?
Yeah, we have something cool here.
Very cool. So basically, you remember the OpenAI speaking of Jony Ive, do you remember the OpenAI Jony Ive collaboration device thing that was really awkward and they made a video about?
Yeah.
Well, they might have just accidentally leaked a unreleased Super Bowl ad that exposes what they call the dime. And it looks pretty cool, interesting. I think there were nods and shakes and mutterings of a bean-shaped device and earpods. But what came out of... I'm just finding the thing now, wherever it is. Business Insider.
Have you seen the video? I saw the video and I was like, is that AI? And this is what I hate about AI videos.
Well,
that
yeah.
we can't believe the leaks anymore, because believe it or not, I had a lot of fun reading about leaks. It was iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S. I was reading about their leaks, and now we can't trust any leaks anymore.
No,
Anyway,
exactly,
yeah, show
right.
me this.
But
Yeah.
you look at this, I would say no. Let us know your thoughts.
Can you make it bigger, please? Yeah.
What she said.
Of course.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, this is really cool. I like the ad. Yeah. But he already has it in his ear, so why is he all surprised?
Don't know. But this is Alexander Skarsgård, and he's a Swedish actor. And I don't know about you. He's a big name.
Okay. I don't know.
That to me does not look like AI. That looks.
The video doesn't look particularly AI, and especially with the mirror thing.
Oh, sorry.
Like everything is so mirrory and shiny.
But I don't like these ear. Like, see how the ear things are hooked behind his ear?
Yeah, and it's like a big
real.
piece. Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's very iconic. This is like what Apple has done with their AirPods. Like you recognize it. You cannot.
But I'm trying to think
mix it with another.
I'm trying to think of the practicalities behind a device like this, because we've perfected compute, right, in our pockets, right? This isn't a phone. This is a computer that we carry around with us. What is this being doing? Is it the, I don't know, is it the local AI? Is it something? I just don't know.
What is the difference between that and any other set of headphones, essentially? Right? Yeah, and I fully agree. And I mean, we have talked about this. I'm a big supporter of UI, and I believe AI is not making UI to go away. It's just going to get to a point that a UI will be generated. Well, within confinements, because we are visual creatures. Like the majority of the data that we have been trained on have been through our eyes, and this is how we do decision making. How this is like the majority of our understanding of our surrounding is through our eyes. And you cannot tell me that you would put like headphones in your ear and that way because it also, with your eyes, you are much faster. Like you look at a document, you can, even a ChatGPT response, you look at it and you can skim through the first part where it says, great, amazing question. You just skip that and you go to the point that you want. You can't do this with sound. So I don't understand what they are thinking. I don't know.
Well, they are the keepers of all things AI. So, well, basically, this was supposed to go out as a Super Bowl ad, and it was pulled apparently last minute because I actually don't know why. I don't know why it was called.
Okay.
It was shelved, rather, right, for the ones, because they all released ads, right? We looked at Anthropic's ones last week, and Greg Brockman, who co-founded OpenAI, said it's fake news. He literally tweeted, said it's fake news.
Okay.
But there was a statement made, totally false, not OpenAI, not connected to us at all. Why would you hire? Because it does look like Alexander Skarsgård. It does look like him. Like it looks. Yeah. I'm just reading, so I'll share my screen as well, just because I'm reading this as we go through it.
From Business Insider. Okay. Yeah.
There was a deleted tweet. Where was it? Let me just search delete. since the deleted Reddit post, quickly so it was Greg again. Greg moved a quickly denounced a now. Oh, sorry, he denounced it a now deleted Reddit post. So it was Reddit that actually spoke about all this. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it because, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. We need the whole picture. But it was just interesting that so many people have, it just looks real. The video just looks real, and someone has gone all out on this, So, yeah, who knows? There it is. Dime. I was going to say. I keep trying to say bean, but it's not. It's dime.
Yeah, but a sound device. I don't think so.
Maybe we can get more than you think out of sound. Like you can get a lot out of just audio. You're right. You're not wrong. But maybe now's not the time for visuals. Like, you know what it's like to use an AI browser. It's so slow to take a snapshot. Yeah. You've got the Gemini app that can kind of read things as you point it around and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe this will just be V1. We've got so much high expectations when the first iPhone was crap. You know what I mean? It was useless, pretty much useless. And now,
I don't know. It was still better than others in a way, or in some ways. It has the pinch to zoom, which, by the way, was revolutionary at that time. It didn't exist before. Like pinch to zoom was an Apple thing. They even tried to patent it.
By the way, I haven't been keeping my eye on the comments. I've been so immersed in everything. Hello, everyone.
No.
This is more like a turtle than a horse. What are you referring to there? That was 20 minutes ago.
The Ferrari, probably.
I can tell. Got it. Sorry. We're a bit all over the place. So yeah, that's the dime. Let's see what comes of it. I think it's been delayed until 2027 or something. Did I see something like this? So I think we're still a long way off.
I'm even seeing like videos and like hearing talks about how even glasses are not really as good as just our phones, because they require to sit on your face the entire time in order to be usable. But with your phone, you use it anywhere. Right?
Yeah.
Let's
move on to Opus. I've got an intro. So last week we had Opus 4.6, and that 6 means something very specific. That 6 means 6 times the price. Eh?
What?
Anthropic have launched Opus 4.6 fast mode, which is 6 times the price of normal Opus, but it's 2.5 times faster. So if you are found to be, waiting around for Opus to do its thing, you can, if you've got the cash for it and you're willing to cough it up, then now you can do that very thing. So jump into some of the stuff here. Different API pricing, $30 per million input and $150 per output. Now, the most expensive we've seen is $15 in, $75 out. So it's double the price of what Opus used to cost, but now Opus got reduced from 5 down to 25. Does that make sense? You have an input. Opus used to be input 75 tokens, and then or whatever, $15 per million. So for prompts exceeding 200,000 tokens, the price jumps to $60 per million and $225 per million. So you better make sure you're keeping your context down there, because 200,000 tokens is quite. You can reach it quite easily if you're a bit lazy with your context usage, which is crazy. We reported last week that they've given you $50 extra usage of Claude just by claiming it. I claimed fast usage. Now, if I share this tab instead, this gets a bit more boring. Apparently, you're supposed to just type /fast. So if I go to ai.com
Okay.
If I go to this, let's have a look. Let's have a little look. Fast. See, it's not doing anything. Maybe I need to select my code base. Let's go to my thing. Let's go tell me about this code base. It's not doing anything whenever I click /fast. I mean, I don't know. And a lightning bolt should pop up, but it's not. So I'm sorry I can't be more precise with how this is, because I'm trying to look into it. You can also toggle fast mode as well by setting in the users file. So maybe I can share my screen, stop and share screen. Actually, I'll put my desktop. I'll lower my resolution so you're not blown away with the sheer pixel density of my screen. Whoa, this is big. And I will go entire screen. So if we go to, so I was playing around with it just before the show. If we go config, let's have a look here. Can you see fast mode anywhere there, guys? Notification. No. And I have updated. If I escape this. Bloody hell, no. Things are going crazy right now. Claude update. Claude is up to date. So I don't know. I'm sorry I can't bring you more news than that, but this is there. You saw by the article that it is here. You guys tell me. But at that price, here we go. $30 in $150 out, $60 in, $225 out if you're over 200k tokens. And just looking here, it's also there is a beta testing 1 million context window with Opus. This is a beta thing that you can turn on. Fast mode is compatible with that. So seemingly it is compatible across the board. Fast mode is best for interactive work where the response latencies matters more than cost. Now, I did a review on, we should cover GLM 5 and what's the other one? I made 2 videos on them. And in that video, I ultimately said, sorry?
I haven't seen those.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Terrible.
Yes.
Terrible support. Terrible support. GLM 4.6. No. Oh, God. Kimi K2.5 and GLM 5, I think, or 4.6. I don't know. Point is, I don't know about you, but the way we're coding, a lot of people are doing many different things all at once. And I don't know whether speed is one of those things that's important to people. Maybe you do want that space so that you can move on to something else and think about that, as opposed to kind of like jumping around. And I guess that's what they're saying there when they say it's best for interactive, like working, so that you can, you are just needing, you're in the flow, you're cooking on gas, and all the rest of it. Maybe it is good for that sort of stuff. I'm not sure whether it's worth it, to be honest. But if you do go into Claude, I did claim some free usage of Fast. So again, I'm unsure as to why I'm not seeing it here. But maybe you can see it. Can you see it at all on your end?
I just should type fast, right?
No, go into Claude.ai. Go to Claude.ai. Go into your settings, and I'll do it off screen as well, just to make sure I don't dox myself or anything.
I'm in my settings. Where should I go?
In the same place that you did it last week, maybe in billing.
No, it's not in billing.
Well, I've got my extra usage. I did see it there. I wish I'd taken a screenshot or something. But anyway, you can see the docs. We'll link the docs below where you can have a little play. Maybe it's something to do with my account. I did just downgrade to the $19 plan because I want to try Codex. I want to give Codex a go.
Nice.
So
the Codex app?
Either or, it doesn't bother me. Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, the Codex. And actually, on that note as well, because I edit these videos, I was listening to what you were saying about this dream scenario you have, which is a mix of the projects and also the code. What you described was anti-gravity.
Kind of, yeah, I guess. But
that was
not
the first
buggy.
time we saw. That's the first time we saw this kind of project view, a multi-agent, multi-project view. So I'll leave that links to that, or if you can go check out the channel where we speak
Actually,
about that.
interesting. Maybe I should give it another try.
Give it another try. Give it another try.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Opus Fast, and in a similar breath, make sure I've got it here. In a similar breath, ChatGPT also joined the party with GPT 5.3 Codex Spark, which is now their faster model. Now, they don't necessarily have, well, I don't know, you probably know more about this than me, is that you can set X high, medium. Do you know what I mean? You can set these different modes. And so I don't know. Let's have a little click in here. Oh, were you going to say something?
Let me show it to you. So
yeah,
here,
go for it. Go for it. You go for it.
See, I have the Codex, and these are the different models. So here I'm at 5.3 Codex, but then I have the low, medium,
there we
high,
go.
and extra high.
And when was the last time you updated?
Careful.
Yes, yeah. I've heard X
highs. I updated like last night. I updated the Codex app, if you mean.
Okay.
So this is what the extra high, it can take minutes for a simple. So if I by mistake leave it at extra high and ask a simple question, it might take like 3 minutes to just answer something super simple because it goes and goes. So it's not fast at all, but I'm having fun building like 4 apps at the same time with it. So
what plan have you got? Because this
the $20.
Spark, okay, so GPT, is that GPT Pro? Because it's a research. It's a research preview on GPT Pro users.
So interesting. So something interesting for our audience trying to be mindful of the costs. I upgraded to the €200 Claude code last weekend, and I canceled after 2 days, and I got my money back. The reason for that was I was hitting my limit constantly. I couldn't do shit. I was hitting the limit instantly. I was trying to do 2 things at the same time. It would hit the limit. So what I did, I was like, okay, I'm gonna upgrade. I did upgrade. I wasn't hitting the limits, and I immediately thought I should have listened to Sam and not bought the 200 model, but the 100 one, because the 100 plan, because I think that would have been enough for me. Anyway, then I switched back to Codex, and I noticed I'm not hitting my limits at all. So I just canceled Claude Code. I downgraded to the $19 version, so I still have Claude Code. I still need it for some places, but the Codex with the €20 per month is covering pretty well. It's much more cost effective. I'm like surprised. I haven't hit my limits even once. I haven't been building at that level, but still I've been building. It's slower. Maybe that is also part of it. It's slowing me down, but I'm doing 4 apps at the same time. So I don't know. There are pro and cons to each. But yeah, I would say right now, it's kind of funny. This week, Codex have been the most cost effective for me.
I'm looking for price. Maybe I'll share my screen. I'm looking for notes on price.
Yeah.
In this article. But what I did notice is that it's running on Cerebrus. And that's how they're getting the speed, which is really interesting. And I'm not going to claim to know much about Cerebras, but I think these are basically, I mean, they're comparing themselves to NVIDIA. And I think there's mutterings at the moment, and we won't get into it, and I haven't done enough research on it, but there are mutterings that NVIDIA are going to very quickly fall behind because there's these GPU companies like Cerebras, these infrastructures. I think Grok with a K is one of these companies as well that have their own AI specific GPUs. NVIDIA make quite generic GPUs. Do you remember when they released a bunch of Bitcoin mining GPUs that were very specific about Bitcoin mining?
I think so, yeah.
That's good because they were specific to, you're not the NVIDIA, the GPUs that were previously used, and they're very generic. They're trying to do lots of different things, graphics, this and that. When in the same way, we're going to now start to see these AI specific GPUs. So there we go.
Very interesting, yeah.
But yeah, that's how they were able to achieve the speed. And maybe actually it's not a different model at all. It's actually just on a different architecture. So then saying that, if we go Opus 4.6, I'm just searching off the screen now, fast. Was there anything mentioned whether they're running it on a different architecture, like how they're achieving the speed? Because this is just 4.6. We just want 4.6 fast. Fast mode for Claude is now in preview. Okay, this is them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But going back to 5.3 Spark, price, they don't mention price. They don't mention anything. If you know the price, let us know down below or put on the screen. But presumably you either chew through your credits a lot faster, or maybe it's just that. Maybe you just chew through your credits a lot faster. Maybe they're just giving it to you for free. More than 1,000 tokens per second, which is insane. By the way, is insane. You'd be very happy with a few hundred,
But I can get this second. On which plan?
The Pro.
The Pro. So I should have it, but okay.
That's why I'm wondering. When did you update? Because it was yesterday. And in fact, I'm gonna do it my side too, because I do have Codex, and I did find out that even 5.3 is available. So it's asking me to update on my end. Please restart Codex. Okay, let's continue. You can keep using 5. No, try new model. Yeah, I want to try new model. Yeah, I don't have it. Anyway. Spark. It's the battle of the fast models, seemingly. So who's going to win? You decide. On to the next.
Yeah, sure. Just as a short pause, there was a story that I didn't add. Have you heard of you know Higgsfields, right?
I know Higgsfield. Yeah, they wanted to sponsor me for $30 for a whole entire video.
They've been taken down on Twitter, I guess, and there are multiple articles how they are scamming you.
Higgsfield.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. What is this just in? Is this breaking news?
No, this is
okay.
Like from like last week essentially or so. But it seems like I searched it. Man, I'm gonna just show it to you and then we talk about it. And then we decide. So give me 1 second to prepare this. This is like outrageous. This is like outrageous, man. So I have this. Okay, so I have been scammed. So do you, probably. Are you or do you? You have been scammed.
What is the Probably.
Yeah. I have been scammed, so probably have you. This is an ad from Higgsfield. I legit saw this ad. I saw this animation, and I was like, no way. You see Higgsfield AI vibe motion, and I was like, wow, I can do this. No way. Apparently, this wasn't even. It was like completely stolen, I guess. Yeah, Higgsfield has been scamming
So
people
hang on. Go on. Yeah, sorry, go on.
showing you this, saying that you can do this with Higgsfield, with their platform. So you go to this platform, there are different AI models like image, video, etc. You can choose one of them and prompt your way to do these kind of things. But it seems like they have been stealing the video, like from here in this case, Envato, and they have been rebranding it as their thing by, you see, they have changed it, either doing it manually or like with video generation could be as well. Nonetheless, it's been like stolen.
It's identical.
It is identical, and I mean, yeah, we know that AI can do this, but in my head, when I saw this, I was like, can I go to Higgsfield and do this? And I went, actually last week. I went and I tried, and I failed miserably. And I was like, fuck this, I don't have time. Maybe they got lucky. But now I see they were not lucky. They were just fucking lying to me. I bought Higgsfield. I paid like 300 something euros for the yearly subscription. But yeah, they've been like stealing here. Like, it's identical.
So what do we think is happening here? Have they like ripped off the ad and used it? And like, is this?
These are templates. They have bought these templates apparently.
Oh, that's so funny. Yes, because I'm looking at, if we stay on the top one, it your logo here. See on that right hand side.
This is
they've
so
just
bad.
Literally. That's crazy. Why didn't they just get their AI to build them a ad?
Because
you know
it
what I mean?
can't. Because it fucking can't. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, so I'm gonna try to pull off what I had. Wait.
The deceptive bastards.
And it doesn't stop there.
Oh my god.
It doesn't stop there. So just give me 1 second. Where is the motion? Vibe motion.
So yeah, I wasn't understanding it correctly. The one on the right was just a template that you can just go and use from Envato, and they thought, we need an advert, go get the template. I mean, they're in their right to do so, don't get me wrong. They're in their right to use those templates, but when you're advertising it and saying this is what the AI can do for you, when you yourself aren't even doing it with the AI that you're promoting, it's like, what?
I'm like, it can't even show my. Let me try to get this image. Oh man, I wish I could. I need to see if I can open my image. If I get this right in a minute would be cool. If not, I'll just go with what I have. Okay, so yeah, and this is what I did. I wanted to animate something, and this is like the output. This is the output, and it's just not nearly close to what I wanted. And this is like my design. Like, it didn't even take my design, and it kind of like messed it up completely, and it's not like usable. And this is like after a quite long prompt, and this is not the only one. I think I did a few, and I think one of my teammates did another one. So I don't know if this one, here, this one is worse. Oh my god. This is not our design. It completely miss the point. Like this design, it doesn't let me show the image properly. I'll just send it to you so you will add it to the video. Okay. So these are like my designs, and it's making something completely up. So, okay, the AI, by the way, what is cool about it, to be fair, like these are text. Like I can select them. I didn't know that it does this. This is their vibe motion. But back to the point, they have ripped off some ads and they sold it as what their AI can do, which obviously cannot.
Why? I just
And
don't get it.
This is just one example, and this is the tip of the iceberg, unfortunately. There are multiple articles that I haven't read completely, but I've been like skimmed through, and I wanted to read this. Higgsfield AI, a company built on rage bait content, stolen likeness, and sexual exploitation. So apparently this is what they do. Like I haven't seen these type of videos, but apparently this is what they have been doing also on places. You see how this can intrigue people to sign up, and whether real or not real, this is the type of content they've been putting out to get people to sign up, and it's just messed up. It's incredibly messed up. And apparently they got, I don't know, I can't find their X handle. Apparently, yeah, they've been on X. That's crazy. When that happens, that's crazy, right?
Mate, I'd go get a refund. Why you threw these guys $300 and they're just a bunch of scumbags?
Well, we do need, but I honestly, the only thing I need is the Nano Banana Pro, which I think I could do with the API. So I am seriously thinking like asking for a refund. Like this is
maybe do you get 30 days? Can you pull the EU card or something?
No, it's been some time ago, but I did something like that for Amazon. So actually, maybe I will. Yeah. So it's crazy that they are valued at $1.3 billion. And by the way, this company, they do have their own AI, apparently. I have tried it once and it was horrendous. And I was like, nah, it can't do it. But mainly, this company is just a platform that has all the other APIs like image and video generation APIs and have them in one place. And I guess for some of them, they have like workflows, but I've had tons of issues with the performance, but just been putting in, just using it for client work, trying to get it done. But yeah.
Interesting. Well, there we go.
Crazy.
Scumbag.
We've been scammed by. They didn't even use AI generated video. That makes me angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of being scammed, have you seen this? That makes no sense to anyone but me. I feel like I've been scammed Valentine's Day. But have you seen the have you seen the Keep 4.0 movement? Now, I want to do this section.
I've heard it before. Is it about like people liking 4.0?
Yeah. I want to do this section by being as respectful as I can to everyone. So I don't know how this is going to go. But yeah, 4.0 is leaving tomorrow. And Theo here is claiming very poetically that it's actually a day before Valentine's Day. Now, what is 4.0, you might ask? Well, 4.0 was notoriously a model that was released that had, I think it came and went very, very quickly. It had the innate ability to, put it lightly, glaze the fuck out of you and not challenge you on any of your thoughts, beliefs, or anything like that. It had a very humanistic feel to it, right?
Yeah.
And what this created was a huge community. When 5 got released, I mean, 5 was a ridiculously it was a flop, right? When 5 got released, I don't know if you remember that. 5 was a big flop, and they quickly followed up with 5.1, right? So this transition to these wasn't great in the first place, but it also had a lot of problems with glazing and stuff like that. And I started digging. I think Theo put actually he linked to this thread here, and I started digging into some of those people. Is like, there are some really unhinged people in the comments of this section. There are people who really, they need to get outside and touch grass and be, I don't know. So what was one of them I found? Like, he's openly chatting to quite clearly someone who's a woman, an online woman who's taken him for an absolute ride. Luckily, I can't show it because I can't find it because maybe it's here. Maybe it's this guy. No, maybe not. Anyway, it's given birth to some very unhinged people, and there's I've got it here. There's a Twitter account for the movement as well. People are really upset about 4.0 being taken away, and people are like,
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. All you need to do again. I'm trying to.
I could not stand the glaze. I couldn't.
Look, see, people are canceling their account. People are petitioning. People are really just like pleading to Sam.
It sounds like they're like AI girlfriends and boyfriends being taken away.
Well, that's it, and I think that's what it is. But it doesn't take long before if you look into some of these people, you look into how they operate online, you start to see a very unhealthy relationship with the online world. Again, the one that I found, this particular individual was seemingly had this relationship with someone who I think is fake, right? I thought was what do you call catfishing? And they were like sharing love hearts and gifts with each other and stuff like this. And it's like, this person can't see that this individual, this Twitter account is a catfish, probably trying to get money out of people and all the rest of it. And it's like, oof. And it worries me, it genuinely worries me that these people are so reliant on an AI model to support them and get them through hard times. And I've been there, right? I'm not happy to admit, but I'm happy to be open about the fact that there are moments where I've used AI to kind of consolidate my thoughts and think about things and assess things. But I'd like to think that most of us are real enough to really, do you know what I mean? To understand that, okay, where's the line here? Where's the line that I need to draw where AI is able to help me and where it's able to hinder me? And being told you're amazing, you're not wrong, there is something suspicious about that person in your life, maybe you should, it's just not good. It's just not healthy at all. So
you need a bullshit detector friend in your life.
You need a bullshit detector for sure. You need a realism check. And if there's anything I would suggest adding, if you do use it for this sort of stuff, make that bold move to add in your system prompt, which by the way is getting better. I barely use ChatGPT. I don't know. It may have got better with this sort of stuff, but just be mindful that it always wants to give you an answer. It's never going to necessarily challenge you or anything like that, like a friend would. Nowhere to draw the line. And I think it's a good thing. Well, I think it's a good thing that 4.0 is going. So, And what better day than Valentine's Day? I don't know. That's a bit cruel, but it is what it is.
I like that. I started laughing because I saw something on the internet, people asking ChatGPT or general AIs, I'm going to bring, I need to bring my car to the car wash. And the car wash is only 50 meters away. Should I go by my car or should I go there by just walking there? And I did ask that Claude and ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was like, that is really short. You should go there just by walking there.
To get your car washed.
To get my car washed. And it legit gave me like a long answer with like bullet points is like ChatGPT's thing. Bullet points why it's like better for the environment, better for health, and like what are you talking about? And yet I hate it. Like such a simple question and such a like long one-page answer. Anyway, I asked Claude, and Claude was like, "Mate, you gotta if you want to wash your car, you need to bring your car there, so you can't walk there."
Interesting.
But you know what I did? I turned.
You walked there anyway.
No. Yeah. So I asked ChatGPT again, but this time I turned on the thinking mode. So the first time was without thinking mode.
Interesting.
Just the default out of the bat. The second try, I did it with thinking mode, and this time ChatGPT picked it up, and it was like,
interesting.
You got to bring your car. So
yeah,
these AI tools are getting better, but it's crazy how if people don't know how these tools work, they might get like incredibly wrong answers for really simple stuff.
Well, interestingly, I've seen people turn thinking mode on all the time. We're talking about Claude Code right now, thinking mode all the time now, right? And yeah, I would look at that as a red flag of like, it's going to eat up loads of tokens and this and that. And then also, what's the difference between thinking mode and plan mode? And I came to the conclusion the other day that I think plan mode is just thinking mode with a system prompt to say, ask clarifying questions and don't write any code. Whereas
and write an MD file if you have to, or like kind of like triggers the tool or the UI for the plan.
It just stops. Basically, it's thinking mode, but it stops it before the implementation. So it's all the same sort of thing. But with that, depending on what you're using and what you're doing, and I'm strictly talking about coding right now, it begs the question like whether thinking mode is worth having on all the time, and saying that with Claude Code now, you can change your model with Opus. You can change levels of thinking, so you can go low thinking and low, medium, high thinking. So it's definitely becoming an interesting subject of using AI now. The amount of thinking, and quite clearly, on everyday stuff, it matters. Like thinking, that was actually one of the first big progressions or evolutions in AI was thinking. The fact that the AI just asks itself a bunch of questions before giving the answer. That was before in the first instance, it was just a question answer.
But this is interesting. I think with the scale, as we see like these data centers scaling with Elon Musk, maybe bringing them into space, what he has been talking about recently, and also with what you showed with that company, like, having a new way of like building chips for AI, I think we will just have more of this, because it seems like recently the AI models are not necessarily getting more intelligent. It's just that they're getting faster and the thinking mode is extended. That's how I feel about it.
Well, saying all that, I think 2026 is going to be the year of agents. And my favorite terminal browser, which is Warp, just released Oz. And I have my own thoughts about that. But Oz is an agent orchestration framework in which you can create online agents in the cloud that can do things asynchronously. They can do things, well, mostly asynchronously, They can do things on a cron job as well. And when we talk about OpenClaw and things like that, which are basically on these cron jobs, it starts to open up this world where you don't need to create AI agents anymore, because a lot of these tools are going to have it built in. Now, this is the new warp, which I think is overly simple. I don't know whether anyone remembers or whatever, but there was a few more UI elements down here. But you can, gosh, I've got to remember now, haven't I? I think it's, maybe you go, let's type agent here. No, you can set off background agents basically from here, and I love this idea. And what I'm going to try and do next week, if you bear with me, is I want to try and start creating some agents and having them work together, which is another thing as orchestration. Let me get something I can show on my screen with regards to Oz, because
that's really interesting. So until you get this up and running, I was thinking, like, as I've been building with agents, and I'm not doing any tutorials, I'm not like learning from like very little. Like one of the videos I watched was from your channel. I haven't been doing a lot of tutorials. Mostly I've been just talking to the models, and it's probably bad because it's the best if I would be learning from people like you. But I noticed that I noticed this need that I wanted to create like a task list and apply multiple agents, like assign multiple agents to it and say, tackle this, but talk to each other. Like each one puts their name in front of the task, so the other agent knows who's working on what. And I guess this is kind of that, but all set up for you.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So if I go to minimize that, Jesus Christ, I use Warp
That's
a
your
lot.
life.
That's my life. So let's keep this open, but let's take a look at here. So Oz, the orchestration platform for cloud agents. Oz is the orchestration platform cloud agents that powers all of Warp's intelligent features. Oz is designed to coordinate agents at scale, understand your code bases, executing tasks autonomously, and adapting to your workflows. Oz is multimodal by design, which is quite interesting, because I think something people want is this ability to be able to dynamically choose between different models depending on the task at hand. If it's coding, go and use Anthropic. If it's helping you out with your car wash, go use ChatGPT and thinking mode. You know, it's this idea of being able to orchestrate the right agent at the right time with the right models. So you can run local agents, and that's what I always do. You just type agent there and you can just write the request. It used to be that it auto detects. It still kind of does, but they've changed that a little bit. Oz cloud agents run in the background on Warp's infrastructure. So they actually run in a Docker image up in the cloud. They can trigger events. So this could be something like, do you use N8N?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have used
React to Slack events, linear, GitHub, custom web hooks.
Oh, interesting.
Schedules, recurring tasks like dependencies or dead code removal. Now, they're definitely gearing towards code stuff here. And I don't want you thinking that just because they're doing this, I think these are just easy examples. But as an example, because this is, you've got a machine, you've got a computer. And for those more visual people, when you see a terminal, it's hard to think that this is the computer. You can do everything on your computer from this terminal that you can do with a UI, a GUI, right? Everything's the same. If anything, your apps, your browser here, when you press a button, it's triggering a command in the terminal. That's a really basic, simplistic way of talking about this, but it's just to emphasize the power and importance of the terminal. You mentioned about MVM and Webflow being slightly different than MVM, right? MVM is just an application, node version manager. Go help here. It's just an application that doesn't have a UI to it. You trigger everything inside of
my OpenClaw, I had issues like setting it up. Maybe we could do that. I don't know. No, today is
but yeah. So saying that, I am. Which one was it now? Oh, it was the video just released where I have an N8N thing that takes our podcast, this podcast, when it goes live. I add in all the timestamps. I have an NAN function that I trigger to go and do that. That is, to be honest, that's great for like, you know, offline work, or you know, if I'm in remote or something like that. But if I'm at a computer, if I'm whatever, I should be able to just trigger that with Claude Code. So I built a skill to be able to do that and whatever.
Interesting.
Saying that, I could have a schedule run. Again, I've got Claude Code installed on that remote machine, because you can create your box and create your installation exactly as you want it. Or just you know, maybe not use Claude Code. Maybe I'll just use simple things, because I'm assuming Warp's infrastructure allows me to use MCPs that are installed on that infrastructure as if I was in Warp, to basically run that task. You know, go get the timestamps, create the LinkedIn posts that I put out on LinkedIn based on these discussions. All that to be said, I love Warp. This is not necessarily about Warp. I'm really going to dig. I'm going to start here. This is where I'm going to start with agents and orchestration of agents. I think that's really where I'm getting at here. People are just catching up, right, to coding with AI. Theo, we spoke about earlier, he's only really just getting into coding with AI. I'm thankful that I've been doing this for nearly a year now, and I'm already seeing that the next thing you guys want to start looking into is multi-agent orchestration. While everyone else is catching up with just single agent, or maybe not single agent, but maybe multiple agents, but no orchestration between the two. Orchestration between the agents is, I think, where the next big learnings needs to happen. So drop anything you're learning about one agent. Well, maybe you need that as a backbone. Maybe you need that as a foundational learning. But this is where you're going to need to put your effort in. That's my prediction of 2026, guys. So heed my warning. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to start seeing how I can create some agents with a pre-existing platform. And then I want to start producing some tutorials on actually building the agents and building my own agents that orchestrate between each other. Because it's all well and good using someone else's, infrastructure. How do I build my own agent that does things that are the way that I want it? Who knows? Anyway. Maybe I'll leave links to Warp and everything down below so you can get started on it. It's amazing how this is just, I think I get 1,000 credits. I think you get 1,000 credits for like your remote agent for a limited time. So that's it. That's Oz. That's Cloud Agents.
Is it kind of also, could you compare it to OpenClaw in a way?
Yes. Yeah.
Because like OpenClaw, to me, it feels like OpenClaw is Claude code with like a timer, or like with a clock.
Cron.
Is it? So what is cron?
Cron is just a timer. It's a timer.
Okay, so I was just guessing. I don't know. I was just okay.
Yeah.
So it's okay. So it is that. It is just, it has like some time mechanism, so it can check again. And I had a like semi-successful install. We'll talk about that later. But what I noticed was that it was just checking again, kind of. So what if we had webhook for them? What if we had webhook for?
So webhooks run on servers, right? So you need a server running to receive a webhook, and I'll need to dig into Oz and Warp and to see if it is running constantly, because the cron job could exist outside of the instance, and then it creates the instance on that cron job. It's not a server. Do you know what I mean? But I'll have to look into it. But like, what are you thinking about?
So a webhook is like a notification, right? Like a push notification that you get. Is it kind of in a way?
Yeah. It's a pub sub type of mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah, like another application, like another website is sending me a notification in a way. So could we have a system? I'm like very like thinking about this very in a non-technical way, a system to receive all different types of webhooks that we might set up or connect. Like, let's call them connectors, these webhooks that we have like from multiple sites. We connect them to one system like OpenClaw, and that AI system receives them, understands what is the context, and could give it to another agent that has the full context. So the middleman is an AI that just relay, and it doesn't, have it doesn't require to keep the full context or the full memory. It could just look at it kind of like a database of like all the type of stuff, webhooks that I have, and then says, okay, this is relevant to this agent. I give it to that agent. That agent now understands and has the memory and processes it, and then returns to maybe to that relay or whatever, and it can talk back to the system. So I'm thinking about something like this for all types of automations in a very non-technical way.
I don't know what's the relevance of webhooks. Are you just
because how else do you want? Because if you don't use webhooks and if you use Clawbot, to me it hasn't been really reliable. Like it forgets to, like I ask it to do something and it says, oh, I couldn't do it because of the timeout or something. I'll try again in a second, and then 10 minutes passes and like it doesn't do it. I'm like, I send a question mark and it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, you forgot.
Yeah, it's not necessarily to do with webhooks though. I don't think webhooks are the thing to focus on here. But like, if you're looking at, I think what you're describing is just some sort of multi-agent workflow, like just something to talk to each other. Is that like, I'm trying to pick apart what you've. I don't think.
Yeah, kind of like Clawbot.
Webhooks are simply. Webhook is just simply a server waiting for a response.
I know. But like,
right?
Let's say somebody pings me on Notion, and I want my AI to, capture that and understand the context, and then either make a decision or ask me a question, and then I make the decision, and then changes back something in the Notion database. What is the best way of doing that? Let's say my teammate tags me in a task, and that task could be decided by my AI. So it comes to my AI first. My AI thinks like, okay, I can make that decision, or no, I will ask my human, and then I give it the input, and then it all happens. And even on the other end, my other teammate is not, doing that with the Notion database directly. They could ask their AI to do that. You know what I'm talking about? That way you just one use case. The Notion would be the database that holds the data and the management and everything, and all the communication, and some part of the decision making would go through the AI.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like they say here, the cloud agents, you can have triggers, so react to events from Slack, Linear, GitHub, or custom webhooks. So it's got the technology here to do what you're talking about. It's just a machine that can then go off and fetch other things, because again, it's just a computer. It could go off and fetch another database or something like that. So this might be something you look into. I mean, the main question around like Claudebot and its effectiveness, and I think Claudebot makes it very, very easy to, you're describing things. It's a layer on top of the agent that allows it to understand a request in natural language, and has a what do they call it? I hate the word. It's a harness around the AI, so it knows that it has access to cron jobs. It knows it can do this. It knows it can do that, and so it takes your natural language request and then formulates it in the context of what it is capable of doing. So, they're all. I think the Oz is going to be like a more technical way of doing it. I think if you can wrap your head around Claudebot, it might be a better solution for you. But
yeah, I really want to get it open and running. By the way, is it just I could do it on my Windows as well, right?
Yeah, I think you can do it on Windows.
Yeah.
I've not tried. Like I have people in the comments talking about getting it on Windows and things like that. So yeah,
I fried my. I have an old iMac.
Oh, nice! Look at that.
I have an old. I fried it, so it it wasn't
Oh.
originally mine, and I didn't have access to the user password, even though I was logged in. So I wiped it clean, and I can't get it back and running because maybe it's because that old. It's 2012, I guess. It's getting 403. I believe it was getting 403. So I can't download the soft. I don't know. I will figure something out. I wanted to get this, give OpenClaw this computer and just have fun with it. But yeah,
have fun, be nice. Yeah,
have fun would be nice. But I fried it, so be careful what you do.
Oh, you fried it trying to sort out OpenClaw?
Yeah, that's the reason I brought it. It was like not even living on my desk. It's really old.
Yeah, but you fried it recently, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, last night.
Oh my god!
Or two nights ago.
Gosh.
So now I'm looking at my PC and I'm like, should I?
That hasn't been fried yet.
That hasn't been fried yet. It's a really powerful PC. It's a gaming one. So I'm thinking, should I? And I have an extra monitor, so I was thinking maybe I should install OpenClaw there. Would it make a difference to have it on Windows or on?
No, it won't make a difference. It won't make a difference.
Really,
like I say,
right?
we can run on Raspberry Pi, which is what I really wanted an excuse to buy a Raspberry Pi. But again, it's like if you need to use Windows only things, like this is why I don't understand the whole buying a Mac Mini.
No, I just need I need the browser. I need the browser, but I want to have like visual access. Like maybe I need to take over.
Yeah.
That's my issue. Yeah, maybe I want to take over. Maybe I need to. Maybe I can get it to do something in Figma, but then I have to. That's what I'm thinking. I can't do everything with the API or like something like that with the MCP. I want it to be visual. But yeah, cool. Okay, now I have a better understanding of these things.
AI orchestration, AI agent orchestration is the future. That's what we've learned today. But yeah, I'll update you when I can. I want to understand more about Oz, and again, maybe I can simplify it as something slightly less technical. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Webflow.
Give me a second. We are that far so fast because I changed my Claude window. Okay, I have that. Okay. One more second. I have my window here, and we'll go with, yeah.
I'm just looking into the Framer one. So you take your time, mate. You take your time.
All good. You can now design and manage your entire Webflow website with Claude, with their now new official Claude connector. Webflow is now available as an official connector in Claude. And in order to do that, you just go to your Claude account here. And here in your Claude, wait, actually, let's edit that part. So all you need, you go to your Claude account, you go to settings, and in settings, you go to connectors, and then you just browse connectors. Right now, you see I have it set up. You just browse them, search Webflow, connected, authorize it, and you'll let it access the websites that you want, and then you have it. So then what can you do with it? What I did here in the chats, so I have a job listing on my website, if I go to my Webflow website, careers, here you see I have 2 job listings, but if I go to CMS and careers, you see I have 3. One of them is set as draft, and I asked Claude if it can see them, and it was like, yeah, I can see 3 of them, but one of them is unpublished. So yeah, I see web designer, UI, UX, unpublished, and I see these 2. So now I can say, I guess I can say publish the web designer item, and it just does it. And the way it works, when you start a new chat, you can from here look at your connectors, and you can activate them or deactivate them. And from what I understand, it's just a MCP, but
Exactly.
now it's officially
it's part of their it's like part of their marketplace.
Done.
Nice.
And now published. And if we check it, actually we could
is this your way of telling us you're hiring?
I wish. Maybe, kind of.
There it is.
It's there. Yeah,
nice.
It's there. It's nice.
Yeah.
So that works pretty nicely. Now I could say create, this is what I thought about. I don't have a detailed prompt for it. I'm just going to say create a new page called testimonials and use my design with grids, etc. Be creative. I have no idea if it can do this, but we'll let it cook.
So I was going to say, I think you could probably go to the MCP documentation and get an idea of what the MCP can do. Because this is just the MCP. It's been officialized or accepted into the Claude marketplace. Passes all the right checks.
Yeah. So it manages your CMS and your content. So you can change content. You can change the publishing. You can change the content itself. You can manage classes and variables. I don't know why you would do that.
Maybe you want to move from client first to Lumos or
I
something
guess,
like this.
But even that, I don't know if I would trust it. Anyway, but you can do this. Change my colors from red to blue. You could do that. Work with comments and screenshots. You can also use Claude to incorporate feedback from stakeholders and clients. By referencing comments and screenshots of elements, Claude can help apply changes with more clarify, especially with iterating or refining existing work.
Nice.
That would be very interesting. And this is also like my clients, will they just connect their Claude code and just start prompting and destroy their website and then come to me for help?
Well,
I don't know. Probably some will do that.
Saying that, what is the management like on your side of the Webflow? Like, what is? I suppose
it's different. Like some clients have like full access.
Yeah, so you might want to control that. Not that they couldn't do it anyway, but if they're messing around.
Yeah,
then...
but with Webflow, good thing we have the backups. But this could, be something that they use, or it could be something for us, because this is where it gets where I feel like comfortable in my territory. Okay, this is where. If I want to do something in Webflow, I know the language. I know like the specifics of how Webflow work, it's how Webflow functions, and I can address that. That way, I can relatively make sure that it does what I want it to do. Right now, with my prompt, I was like very generic, but I could be specific. Right? You mentioned client first and Lumos. These things. Clients don't. So maybe this could be a tool for us to do things faster. Nonetheless, it's really cool. Let's see if it has done anything. Oh no, it has asked for permission. And by the way, for these, it asked for permission as well. By the way, you see that I'm just saying yes without reading it.
Well, we're live, you know. We only got a few more
Yeah.
minutes left.
Yes, and
Well-
we are redesigning our website. That's why I haven't updated anything there yet. So if it breaks it's fine.
So to bring in sort of cloud agents and, you know, maybe utilizing this, because again, this is an MCP. So I know we're talking about Webflow and the connector, but this is the MCP, right? Because it can read comments, you could have a cron job. You could have something that looks every day for new comments on your Webflow website and then propose a fix. Like if maybe they say, can you change this? Maybe if you're brave, you can say, you know, maybe you can get it to automatically update the website.
Yeah.
You know, based on comments it receives, because you say, right, there's a new comment's been picked up, propose a fix, tell me about the fix. I say yes or no, go and do the fix. You know what I mean? You could have a self-moderating website, you know, without having to even touch a Webflow.
Interestingly enough, it couldn't do it. It says the designer is not open or whatever.
So maybe it can't
create the MCP pages. Bridge app. Yeah, there is this app.
There you go.
Now it's connected to the MCP server. Try again.
Nice.
Interestingly enough, it could do the CMS, but I think for those it kind of like goes back to the API. Maybe that's how it does it. I don't know, but I don't know because like even the MCP is going to use the API at the end of the day, or isn't it?
What did that say then?
I don't know.
It says de page or some DE page. Maybe there's something. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Style tool. So it can do an awful lot then. So it can start designing. So you could design pages or create pages with the MCP.
So it is.
There it is.
It has created a page.
But it's not done anything. It's not put any content in there. Can it put content?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still not finished yet. Oh, nice.
So connected to the MCP, executing style tool, style page executed, element tool successfully, page created. Now let me set up the style and build out a creative bento grid testimonials layout. Well, let's see if it can cook. That would be quite fun to see.
Reimar just shared an article written by Alex Kerr.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. It's in my list to read. No,
I'm going to read
my
that
list.
later.
I will read it tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have that to read, and I have one from Pablo Stanley. You know him, the famous designer. He also wrote an article about how he can. I think it's about like his love for terminals, or starting to love terminals, something like this. Because that's been what I have been doing like in the past weeks. In the past, I was always between design and development. I've been a person who's been doing design, but I am not as creative as my designer, my creative designer. He's very creative. I'm not nearly as creative as him, but I have, as we say, an eye for design, and I understand design. I understand layouts. And I'm also not as technical. I'm not as technical as you, but I also understand a few bit of the technicality. So what I've been doing is kind of like living in between, just with prompts.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Look at that. Very cool.
Kind words from those we've worked with. Okay.
Do you feel this is in tune with your website?
Yeah, that's what interests me, that it does sound like what I would say. So interestingly enough, it's using this is the section element. So it is not using just a div block. It is using the actual section element, which is the correct thing to do. The naming is interesting, like the TM section. So
that's
testimonials.
Not something That's not
That's not
something
how
you.
No,
Or
it's
I can
not.
see a div block there.
That's quite something to just sit and look at do it. Now, what I'm interested, what if I give it a design layout? Actually, this is like an idea for a video on my channel. I will give it a design layout that I have for our new website that is not radically different from this current form. Let's see if it's asking for something. Oh no.
Well, what you're gonna want to do is it's going to be in Figma, right? So use the Figma MCP to bring it into Claude Code MCP up to Webflow and see if it can.
Yeah, that would
do
be
that. That's your next video. Do that.
How do I connect to MCPs
in Claude Code? Well,
okay.
Step 1 is you go to my YouTube. Step 2 is you go to the search box. Step 3, search MCP, Claude Code, and I'll have a video on it.
What happened? Oh no, because it failed it. Oh no. God. That sucks. What our clients say, this is not as funny as fine and as good as it was before. And this is an H2. What? Why? It was good. It was an H1, and this is an H2. This is not correct.
Listen.
Okay, so see, if you don't know what you are doing, your AI might just fuck up your website.
Well, it's not about not knowing what you're doing. That's an honest mistake there, but yeah. Let's move on because I've got to shoot.
Oh, shoot. I have to go as well.
There you go.
So
right.
If you want to see the continuous of this, just heads up to my channel. I will post it next week or something. I will experiment with this. This is quite fun.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that video. Right. Let's wrap this bad boy up. So in the same breath, in the same week, Framer have also dropped some, not MCP, not anything AI related whatsoever, really, to be honest. They've just dropped the server API beta that lets you script CMS updates and publish from anywhere without having to open Framer. So this is integrating REST-based API integration, sync Notion, Framer CMS, and publish, trigger site updates from places such as Slack. So this isn't the designer, which is what you've just shown us. This is more to do with the actual the CMS aspect itself. So connect to your Framer address here. This is the one I was looking for. It's this one. You connect to your Framer account. You have an API key here. You can get some pages here. You can get change contributors, whatever that means. Manage collections. So you can actually create collections as well. Obviously, you can publish. You can even deploy things like that. So this is really interesting, and I want to spend some time thinking about what this enables. What is this? What's so? What do people want to do with this sort of thing? I mean, I don't know if anything pops into your mind at all. What would you do in Webflow if you could just change the CMS? Would it be something like just adding things to the CMS and publishing?
Yeah, probably. And Notion is a really good example, but also I know tons of people using other tools and connecting it via the API and updating the Webflow CMS as sort of, some people do it as sort of the destination. Some people use it as the single source of truth. So for some people, it's the Webflow CMS that holds like the first version of the data, just the main data, and then you populate maybe somewhere else with that data. But some others use, for example, Airtable to have all their management. They manage tons of things there, and some of that data goes to the Webflow CMS and then shows up there, and all of that works with the API. And now Framer has that.
Here's a question: How many people are you allowed on the account who are able to edit the CMS? Is it unlimited, or is it like, do you have to pay per
Interesting.
user? Because you could sneakily say, we don't touch the Webflow, we don't touch the Flamer CMS. The CMS is managed in Notion. Add as many people as you want to be able to manage the content, you know.
Yeah,
so that's quite
and
nice.
it is one of the reasons why people use something like Airtable. And also additionally, I haven't gotten that deep in Airtable, but I know that with Airtable, you can have more granular control over who can do what. So you can have fields apparently that some people cannot edit or something like this. There are like workflows for people with who want granular control and also multi-staging. Let's say we had a client, a lead like this. Let's say you want the content to be drafted by somebody and then go to somebody else for the first review, and somebody else will click the publish. All of that could be some fields in Notion or Airtable. As you know how you change the status. You do that in Notion, and it only publishes to your Framer or Webflow, whatever, when the last person says publish. And this is something you can't do in Webflow. You can't do it in Framer. It becomes cumbersome to do that there, while you could do it somewhere else where you do the rest of your management. So
again, Warp Cloud Agent, 10-minute cron job. Just check that Notion database. If it's changed, take that data, push it to, you know what I mean, deploy. So no, how interesting.
So you have to go?
I have to go.
Yeah, me too. I want to show one thing.
Go for it.
By the way, this is how far it got.
Oh, it looks more in tune.
Before I hit my limit. So it seems like it's eating out my limit, because I haven't been using Claude today nearly as much. Like, I used it maybe for a few chats, like not like crazy stuff, chats, just talking to it and nothing else. So, and I'm on the 19 euro per month plan. So the 20 euro plan cannot finish a full-on section. That's how much of the it's crazy. It's eating a lot of it.
Saying that, I've just read a tweet that Theo has responded to. Someone saying $20 Codex is insane value right now. I wish the double rate limit would stick around forever. So it might be that they're offering double rate limits on that $20 plan. At the end of the day, this is just an MCP, baby. Do you know what I mean? Add the MCP into Codex, add the Webflow MCP into Codex, and you'll be able to finish the job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saying that, I don't know whether, like, I'll have to look into it, but Claude Code does an amazing job of keeping the context size down no matter how many MCPs you're running, which is amazing. I don't know whether Codex has that. Maybe someone can confirm, but either way, you know, this is why I like Claude Code, for little things like that. Let's wrap up. That's all we've got time for. Wherever you are, like, if you're on YouTube, give the video a like. Support means so much to us. We're getting close to how many subscribers? 4,000. It's 4,000 subscribers. No, that's your subscriber count, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
2,000 or something like that.
We'll review that Ferrari.
Yeah, we'll review this Ferrari. If you can super chat us right now, if we collect enough money, we'll review this Ferrari, right? And I'll so at Command AI Show, wherever you are, join us next week for more news in AI design and development. I've been Sam.
And I've been Kavarza.
Keep on vibing.
Peace out.